Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here for an early look at the Week 8 main slate here on Draftkings. A couple things before we get into the video. We're closing in on 1.6 thousand subscribers now. Thank you guys. Seriously, all support in this channel has been really overwhelming. So thank you guys all again. And then two, if you're new to the channel, I'm doing a weekly giveaway where all you have to do is leave a like and a comment in the video. It's one entry in the giveaway. It starts with my Monday night showdowns video that I had up yesterday. Goes throughout the week and will end with my Monday night video at the end of the week. So however many videos up for the week, you can enter the giveaway that many times. So say I have 10 videos up for the week, you can enter it 10 times. We get new videos basically every single day here with NFL and NBA. And with that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So again, we'll do a first look lineup here. This is my first time looking at the slate. I have not looked at any of the prices yet. So let's just jump into it. Let's make a first look lineup and we'll go from there. So quarterback, interesting that Russell Wilson's at the top here at 7.2K, but I mean, they're playing Atlanta, right? Teams have just destroyed that Falcons defense. You got Matt Ryan questionable, so Atlanta's in all sorts of trouble. So yeah, Russell Wilson at 7.2K I think is very solid spend up. Same thing with DESHAUN Watson, right? The matchup's great at home, in the dome. Aaron Rodgers has lit up the Raiders, so those guys seem pretty safe. Jared Goff is a 6.8. You know, Cincinnati's kind of a mess too. He had a nice bounce back game against the Falcons. Tom Brady at 6.6. He's been really consistent, getting about like 25 fantasy points a game. Let's see what else we got. Josh Allen at 6.5. That Eagles secondary, you know, their weakest part of the defense, and you know he's got a little bit of rushing upside. Don't mind it. I wish he was a little bit cheaper. Now Drew Brees, listed as questionable. He hopes he can go this week, so we'll see. If Drew Brees goes, obviously the risk is he's playing, you know, with that thumb injury, but this is a really good matchup. So if Drew Brees plays, yeah, I would like him a good amount. Same thing with Kyler at 6.2. I know he was a letdown in that last game, but yeah, Week 7 just in general was a very weird week. I feel like not a lot of people cashed. I mean, I certainly didn't. The one bright spot was Darren Waller for me, but other than that, it was the whole David Johnson situation of him being listed active and then not playing at all. So that was kind of a mess. But I mean, I like Kyler here at 6.2. Stafford at home in the Dome against the Giants defense. Just put up 32 against Minnesota. I think Stafford's a pretty solid option. Matt Ryan at 6K. They're always playing from behind. We'll see about this ankle injury. Teddy Bridgewater too. You know, if Drew Brees misses, I wouldn't mind going there. Again, Arizona's defense, one of the worst in the league. What else do we got? Jimmy G at 5.7, but I don't know how much upside he really has. San Francisco really likes pounding the rock. Let's see. Ryan Tannehill, I mean, he looked really good in that last game. 23 of 29, 300 yards, 23 fantasy points. Now he gets a pretty solid match against Tampa Bay. Don't hate him as a cheap option, to be honest. Derek Carr, too, in a game, you know, in the Dome. Should be some points scored in this one. So he's okay as a cheap option. These guys down here, you don't need them to do a whole lot to get you there. Trubisky, I mean, he really didn't look good, but he kind of got you there in garbage time last game. That's kind of it. So quarterback, let's see. Let's throw in Drew Brees with the assumption that he's going to be good to go. And if he's out, we can pivot to Bridgewater. But I think Drew Brees at 6.3K, if he plays, that's a really solid price tag for him at home against the Cardinals. Let's move on to running back. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's at 9.2K. The matchup's really tough, but again, he's kind of matchup proof, right? So this is kind of just a safe lineup, right? So let's just plug McCaffrey in. Saquon at 8.9, don't mind him. I think I'm going to lean towards McCaffrey, but Lions defense just got lit up by Dalvin Cook, so you could definitely look to Saquon too. Fournette's a guy I've been on the last like 3 weeks. The price is finally getting up there now, 7.8K, where he's not like a guarantee play like he was the last like 3 weeks, but I still think he's pretty solid here, right? He's just out there the whole time. Kamara at 7.6, this is a situation to monitor. If he misses, that would make Latavius Murray a pretty good play. Gurley going up against one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. Kind of had an off game against Atlanta, but this is a nice bounce back spot. Chris Carson gets utilized so much in a great matchup. A lot of these stud running backs are in good matchups. Don't mind Le'Veon at 6.9. The Jets were a mess tonight, but Le'Veon still gets utilized so much. David Johnson, if he plays at 6.4K, I would like that. If not, you could go right to Chase Edmonds. So that's the situation we have to monitor. Nick Chubb, I don't think I want to target anyone against the Patriots defense. The way they've looked, I know they haven't really played the best teams, but man, that Patriots defense looks legit. The whole Chargers, Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler situation, I hate playing running backs on the main slate in like a timeshare, but they're okay, right? I mean, Chicago's defense, what happened there against the Saints? They just ran all over them. So I guess Eckler and Melvin Gordon are in play. Josh Jacobs, right? The risk is that they fall behind enough that they won't utilize them, but they were playing from behind a lot and still giving him a lot of work. So 5.8K, I think he's in play for sure. Latavius would really like him, obviously, if Kamara misses. Now, Kerryon Johnson misses, but DraftKings did a pretty good job, or Kerryon's most likely going to miss. DraftKings did a pretty good job with pricing up Ty Johnson here at 4.9K. It's going to be him and J.D. McKissick. Probably Ty Johnson getting the early work and McKissick kind of the third down work. So I think Ty Johnson would probably be the preferred target against the Giants too. I kind of like that price tag there at 4.9. Let's see other options. Jordan Howard, but I don't really want to play it back in a timeshare against the Bills defense too. Bills look really solid. Let's see. Again, McKissick, you can look there at 3.9K. He should still get some decent run. That's kind of it. So, running back, we could probably do Team Jam him in if we wanted with Fournette or with McCaffrey and Saquon. I think that's viable if we get some cheap guys. Right, 4.2K remaining. Gotta get a cheap defense. I don't want to play the Falcons there, but let's see. Can we find a cheap home defense? Texans at 2.7. Don't mind that. Lions at 2.8, even though they just got lit up. Go the Jags against the Jets. Sam Darnold was a mess that game, so let's throw the Jags in for now. Let's go to tight end. See if we can get a cheaper tight end to fit a couple decent wide receivers in our lineup. So tight end, let's see. Kittle at the top in a good match against Carolina. Carolina plays at a really fast pace. I think he's pretty safe. Darren Waller, right? I was all over him last week. Big week. He even had a touchdown callback, so it could have been like a 40-plus fantasy point week in a game Oakland probably should be playing from behind in. I assume this one's going to be a pretty high over-under, so yeah, I think Darren Waller is pretty solid there at 5.9. Hooper, we'll see. If Matt Ryan misses, don't know if I would necessarily go there. Evan Ingram just had the bust game against Arizona, surprisingly, but the price has dropped on him a bit where you could give him a look. Hunter Henry, back-to-back really solid games have been utilized a lot, so I think he's definitely in play. Jared Cook, right, stream tight ends against Arizona, but he's questionable. If he misses, we could look to a guy like Josh Hill. Let's see. Are there any other cheap options, really? Dallas Goedert at 2.8K. For the way the Eagles are utilizing him right now, that's too cheap. Now, I know the matchup is really not good here on the road against the Bills, but 2.8 for Goddard, it's a pretty appealing price tag. Let's just throw Dallas Goedert in for now because I think it's going to make things easier to get other pieces in our lineup. So throw Goddard in for now. I don't necessarily know if I want to go there, but he's a cheap guy that can open up a lot here for building this first look lineup. So wide receiver, let's see. DeAndre, I mean, we're probably not going to be able to afford these top guys, but DeAndre, great matchup. Michael Thomas, great matchup. Julio, pretty solid matchup. Kupp, good matchup. Like, all these guys are in really solid matchups at the top. So, yeah, I don't have an issue with any of those guys, really. Let's see. Keenan Allen, the price is dropping on him enough. And, again, the Bears defense just got lit up there by the Saints. So, I think that's a fair price for him. T.Y., it's a tough matchup, but the price didn't really move up on him. He was, 5.9? He's up to 6.1 only, so I think he's a pretty solid option. Allen Robinson's getting targeted so much. DJ Chark's okay. Marvin Jones Jr., but I hate playing guys that once they have a big game because I know he's going to be a lot more popular. So I'll probably hop off here. But if you really want to go back to the wall there with Marvin Jones, you can. Larry Fitz, the price dropped on him after a down game, but I do like that 5.4K salary. Let's see. Jameson Crowder, right? Sam Darnold loves utilizing the slot receiver, but that Jets offense just looked like a mess. Other cheap options. So guys like Dorsett here, 4.2K. That's way too cheap, right, if Josh Gordon misses. Josh Gordon. Okay, so I mean, this is a situation we have to monitor. If Josh Gordon misses, then we could look to a guy like Dorsett here, or even, I don't think is Jacoby Myers here? Jacoby Myers at 3.6K too, right? So if Josh Gordon misses, we could look to both Dorsett and Myers as value plays. So that's way too cheap for both those guys for a starting Patriots receiver. So I think both those guys are pretty solid. Let's throw in Jacoby Myers for now. And let's see. Oh, so another big injury. Where is Will Fuller going to be out probably for a little bit here? So that's going to open up some usage here for the Texans. Let's go to the Texans here. So with Will Fuller out, Kenny Stills and Kiki Cutie get a pretty big boost, and both these guys look pretty appealing in a home match against the Raiders. You could really go to either. Let's just throw Kiki Cutie in for now. Get another cheap option. We got 6.1K remaining. I think we can honestly get another pretty solid back in here if we wanted to. I mean, Fournette, right? He's a workhorse going up against the Jets defense. I mean, we're going to see what this Arizona running back situation is like. If both guys are going to play and both play a decent amount, it'll probably be a stay away. We'll see, though. I mean, Chase Edmonds looked really good. Dave Johnson, we don't know if he's going to be ready for this one, so we'll see. Latavius, right? I'd really like him if Kamara misses. We got Drew Brees in there, so let's instead of getting a more expensive running back, let's throw in. Can we get Michael Thomas? Yeah, we can throw Michael Thomas in for some correlation, and then get a cheaper wide receiver here. We could go to a guy like Dorsett. Like, I don't even care playing Dorsett and Jacoby Myers at those prices if Josh Gordon's going to miss. There's, those guys are going to play most of the game. So right now, those Patriots receivers, I like those guys as value plays. Dallas Goedert, the matchup's not the best, but the price tag makes him in play. And then there's with Will Fuller out, there's some usage to go around there with Kiki Cutie and Kenny Stills. So there are some value guys I like here. We got team jamming in with McCaffrey and Saquon. We got correlation there with Drew Brees and Michael Thomas. And then we got the cheap plays around them. So I think that's a pretty solid first look lineup, right? A lot of things can change, but I kind of like that build as of right now, right? I think the value guys that I'm looking for are those New England guys and those Houston receivers. So yeah, I think that's the do it for today's video, guys. If you have been enjoying the content, would really appreciate if you like this video and subscribe. If you haven't, or if you want to get into the giveaway, again, all you have to do is leave a like and a comment in the video. That's one entry in the giveaway. I already have my video up for the 2-game NBA slate. If you guys are interested in that, NBA starts tomorrow. I'm super excited. It feels like Christmas Eve right now. I am super excited. And then the Wednesday slate, the prices are not up yet, so probably not going to have that video up until tomorrow for the NBA Wednesday slate. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, with all that being said, thanks again for coming to check out the video, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later.